Welcome to the Sports Science Dudes. I'm your host, Dr. Jose Antonio. And today we're going to have a very low-key podcast, not really anything to do specifically with science. However, my guests, Dr. Katie Vasenina, recently hired by the University of Tampa. We're still wondering why, but apparently she's loving it for now. And then Brandi Antonio, a doctoral student at UCF, which is where Katie went to school. So today, we are going to talk about, I don't know if it'll be the top 10 list or top 5 list, but a list of silly New Year's resolutions, and we're going to make fun of them, perhaps even give real advice. So, do you guys have 10?
I
6?
have five.
I've got five too.
Okay, well
We
then we're
because
going to
five plus five equals 10.
well then we're going to alternate. Okay, Katie, you're going to start first. We'll go. How about this? The order will be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So number one will be either, I guess, the best or worst New Year's resolution. I guess you could decide that.
Okay.
So let's start with
Okay.
your number 5, and then we'll go to Brandi, and then back and forth, back and forth. So what do you got?
Okay. Let's do it. So I think this one I might be hated for saying this, but
Say it.
it's a 75 hard. And I've seen a lot of people who are actually in our field do it, but I think it's the most ridiculous thing. So you're supposed to do 2 workouts a day. One of them is supposed to be outside for 75 days, no alcohol, strict diet, gallon of water a day, daily photos, and then you have to read 10 pages of nonfiction.
Wait, who came up with this?
That's a good question. I'm not really sure. But with 75 Hard, they post on social media every single day. And I wonder if social media was not a thing, would they still be doing it? Because they might be doing it a little bit for attention as well.
So I take it you're not doing this, Katie.
Not this year, no.
Not this year, not any year.
Not ever. But I mean, 2 workouts a day, I just don't see a really good point in that with 0 days off for 75 days.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb, actually.
It is pretty
Yeah.
dumb.
And I guess it depends what they consider a workout. Would a workout be you go to the gym, lift, and then in the afternoon you walk your dog? Is that 2 workouts?
That's a good question. I don't think walking your dog is considered a workout because the people that I've seen on my social media do it, they go lift weights and then they go for a run and they do it, morning and evening, no days off. And yeah,
75 days, 2 workouts a day, no alcohol for 75 days,
no alcohol.
a gallon of water a day.
You gotta drink a gallon of water.
Okay, first, I don't drink a gallon of water a day ever. And the no alcohol, that just, there are the group of people who say one drop is poison, right? One drink a day
Oh
is
my
poison.
gosh. Yeah.
And they get really, what's the word? They get very morally superior about it.
Well, same as people who go on very strict diets because
Yeah,
it's their identity.
it's crazy. Okay, Brandi, what's your number 5?
Okay, I'm gonna go with a similar theme to 75 hard. I think a really annoying goal that people have is when they try to keep a streak of any sort. So if they're
Streak.
like, this is like at a lot of runners, they try to get a run streak. Like I know people who have gotten run streaks of like 1,200 days. And I feel like it doesn't make sense because at some point the streak has to end and like you're probably gonna get injured. So I think to make the resolution better, it should just be to aim for like consistent training rather than 1 million days in a row of
Yeah,
just
streaks
doing
are kind of goofy
inactivity.
because, yeah, you're right. Eventually they have to end. And it's not even a real goal. It's so
Yeah, because
like,
there's not a performance goal. There's not like any real
there's no,
metric.
yeah, there's nothing there. It's sort of like, would running 1 mile be part of a streak if you're a trained runner?
People count that. I know people like from undergrad who are still doing their streaks and like
Oh,
their
no.
off day is they run 1 mile. But I'm like
Are
at
you
that point,
serious?
just like take an off day.
Yeah, that's not even worthwhile.
Yeah.
Katie, are you a fan of these streaks? They're kind of goofy.
Well, I have a Duolingo streak for 25 days in
25.
Italian.
Oh, they
Making me
said on
sound
the app, it tells you you did it like 100 something days straight or something goofy like that.
Yeah, and then I missed a day and it froze my streak, so I was very happy with that.
Oh my God. Okay,
So you get to
Duolingo
cheat the
streak.
streak.
So Katie does Duolingo. Okay, number four, Katie, what do you got?
Okay, no caffeine, January
No
for
caffeine?
no caffeine, yeah, for hormonal
Caffeine.
reset and better sleep.
No
Yeah.
caffeine. Well, what happens in February?
Well, your hormones are reset and then you go back to coffee or energy drinks.
You reset your hormones.
Yeah, it's very important. You didn't know that? Resetting your hormones is extremely important. It's what we all should strive to do here.
So in January, your hormones are very much not set. That's the problem.
Yeah, they're not sad, especially after the whole year of, unsetting them.
Oh,
So,
Yeah.
yeah, so in January you start and you reset them and then you're ready to go for a year.
okay. If you're a
Yeah.
coffee drinker or energy drink drinker, this is a dumb one because it's stupid. But we all know that, right? We all know that.
Well, I think no caffeine for some reason, with a lot of like health focused people, and by health focused, I mean, the ones who say like no seed oils, no processed foods, no things like that. For some reason, it's kind of like demonized and it's associated with something bad and unhealthy, and they just feel like they're doing something for their body when they get rid of it, which I don't understand at all.
Especially since like coffee is probably one of the healthiest beverages you can consume.
Exactly.
So, and the data's on caffeinated coffee, not decaf. So, okay, that's a silly one. Okay, we'll go to Brandy's number four.
Okay. I have two that are sort of similar, so I'll go with the first one next. So
Okay.
one thing that really irks me is when people set a goal to run a marathon or like a really long race. This is also sort of at Katie in her Spartan race.
I
And
know you're gonna do it.
and they haven't even really trained for like a fast 5K. So I don't know what makes them think they should be racing 26.2 miles. So I think instead of that resolution, they could just make a goal to like run 3 times a week and see where
Katie,
it goes
is
from there.
Katie planning to run a marathon?
Not this year.
She
Okay.
wanted to do like a marathon Spartan race, I
An
think.
ultra marathon Spartan race, and then I
Oh,
got
that's
injured.
right. Which is even worse than a marathon because it's longer.
Well, yeah, it was supposed to be 30 miles, I think. But I
Yeah.
did a half marathon Spartan race before, and it was easy. So I decided to go for an ultra one, and then I got hurt.
Well, no, you understand. I know you understand that that kind of training volume will injure most people, you
Oh
know?
my gosh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Katie's still injured.
well,
So
on
go
that
for it.
marathon thing, a lot of untrained people or people who don't run will always ask, "Are you a marathon runner?" Even though, like for people who run, it's like, what, you think everyone who trains in running wants to run 26.2 miles? It's kind of silly. So
Yeah.
not everyone's a marathon runner, and it's probably for most people not a good goal to not a good goal to have if you're planning to run like a 5 or 6 hour marathon, which is really a walk. I mean, just say you're walking a long distance, and if you're going to walk 26 miles, go to the Grand Canyon and walk. Hike somewhere pretty. So, all right,
Yeah.
we'll go to number three, Katie. What's your number three?
Okay. So I know some people who did that too.
Okay.
So this might be a little bit targeted, but no days off for a year. So you have to work out kind of like along what Brandy was saying, but this is just for 1 year, and you have to work out every single day.
Wait, no, no, what for a year?
No days off. So you have
For a
to work
year.
out for a year. Yeah. 365 days. You have to work out every single day. No matter whether you're sick or injured or anything like that, you have to do a workout. It can be cardio, lifting, yoga session, anything like that, but no day off. And it's supposed to create a discipline in you and make you, not skip a workout.
Ah, so people who work out 6 days a week are very undisciplined.
Very indisciplined. Yeah, because why would you ever want to take a day off? This is
Is
unhealthy.
skydiving considered working out?
It should.
Yeah.
You
Although, well, you're probably holding a position isometrically, right?
know that I get really sore after skydiving,
Your
actually?
back.
Well, my neck, my shoulders. Yeah,
Yeah, because you're in
uh,
that hyperextended position.
exactly. Yeah. So, not sure what's happening over there.
All I see is Christmas trees. Okay, Brandy, let's go to your number three.
Okay, my next one is similar to the last one, but I think it's even worse. It's so there's like a trend of people wanting to do Ironmans or half Ironmans, but they've never even done a triathlon. They don't even own a bike. but somehow they sign up for like a race that's going to cost $1,000 and they haven't even trained. So I think that that's a really bad resolution, especially because their goal becomes to just like finish and like not really care about time or performance. They're just like slowly jogging and biking just to get it done.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
also they got to swim and get their face kicked while they're swimming.
yeah,
The swim part. Yeah, the hey, I think I'll do a triathlon. I'm like, you mean like a half or a full? And they can't even do a sprint.
yeah.
It's yeah, that goes hand in hand with the first race. I think I'll do the Miami Marathon where where it's 75 degrees and you're going to be dying of heat stress. So
Yeah.
yeah, the Ironman, I think so people can say, hey, I did a try or I ran a marathon, but it's really kind of stupid because it's not really it's a goal, but it's one that no one really will maintain unless you're a serious triathlete or serious runner. So, Katie, we at number two or number three? We're at number two.
We are
Two,
Number
on
two.
number three,
Two.
right?
Three.
two.
Two.
Oh,
Two.
Okay. So it's kind of more related to January again, not to the whole year, but doing a detox, so like a juice cleanse.
Ah, the
The
detox.
detox,
Katie,
yeah.
haven't you done one of those?
Detox. I have not done a detox. A juice cleanse? Listen, Brady, I've tried a lot of things, but not that. But yeah, so you're supposed to just drink juices.
Juices, like
Different.
orange juice, grape juice.
I'm actually not sure which
No
type.
sugar, basically.
Can sh-
Well, yes, because you remove the fiber and you just drink the sugar, but
Uh,
that's a really, great source to cleanse your body of all the toxins
hmm.
that you've accumulated over a year. Because why would you want to take the toxins into the new year,
yeah, your body knows that it's like January and you gotta
Yeah,
reset.
exactly, exactly. And then you have to detox. And actually, you need to detox pretty often because you have to, cleanse your body. It's really important.
Ah, so the
Ah,
liver. Apparently, liver's not good enough.
No, 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 no. Liver, come on, it doesn't do anything.
juice is better than the liver.
Yeah, you gotta drink the juice.
Hmm. So detox. What if you want to detox? Does that include no caffeine? So you're detoxing and no caffeine?
Yeah, of course.
And doing a streak of 365 days of exercise?
You just combine everything together and then
Right.
do 2 workouts a day though.
Right. And then like in month three, you're like dying.
And then
So
a gallon of water on top of your juice cleanse.
right, exactly. So you get
Oh my God.
hyponatremia. All right, Brandy, number two.
Okay, my next one, I think this might not be necessarily a resolution. It may just more be people like don't know anything about training, but people that only decide to like do really hard training, whether that be like training to for lifting or like only doing sprints or something. If they're training for running, they don't know anything about like balancing the intensity. And especially if they're not recovering or focusing on recovery or they don't know anything about it, they're probably going to get injured if they're just trying to do like a really hard workout every day.
That's like some of these social media people saying, especially for women, you got to do HIIT training, high intensity interval
Oh
training.
yeah.
Because the steady state, lower intensity stuff, that's a waste of time for women. So you got to bust your butt.
Or to increase your VO2 max, you have
Oh
to.
yeah, definitely want to increase your max VO2 because that's the best predictor of longevity. Because and here's the thing: how many people have either of you met who have said my main goal with training is one, increase my max VO2? I mean, who says that? And two, to live longer. I don't think I've ever met a single person who trains to live longer because how do
No.
you measure that? Well, you measure it by death. Oh,
Yep.
well, I guess I died after what's the average age in American male? 76 or 7 and women 80-ish, I think. So once you get past those ages, you're like, hey, my training program worked. I live
And then you
longer.
post it on social media.
Right. And then you die the next day. So, all right, number one, Katie, give me your funniest, goofiest, silliest New Year's resolution that you're doing.
Well, I have two. So
Okay.
I think I will mention them both, and they're kind of like very similar and it's diet related. So you probably have heard about a Whole30 diet.
I've
So,
never heard of it.
oh, okay, you're in for a treat. So it's a 30-day elimination diet that's focused on eating real food, which is unprocessed food, like meat, veggies, fruit, healthy fats, And then you have to cut out sugar, alcohol, grains. Grains
Is
are pretty bad.
whey protein allowed? That's processed.
That's processed now, yeah. You have to cut out grains, dairy, legumes, and of course, processed things. And it's supposed to kind of you eliminate those foods and then you slowly go into reintroduction phase. But Whole 30 is you get rid of all of that stuff for 30 days.
You said legumes too?
Yes.
So no peanut butter?
No good for you, no.
Wait, so what can you eat?
You eat meat, fruit, veggies.
That's it.
Yeah,
Meat,
unprocessed.
fruit,
Yeah,
veggies.
yeah, yeah.
It's
Unprocessed.
like it's like the carnivore diet, but with fruits and vegetables.
Exactly, yeah.
So
And
I feel like that.
what was the other one? You said you had two.
it's kind of along the similar lines. It's a hormone reset diet, but the funny thing, it's never prescribed by a doctor. It's always self-prescribed or prescribed by some kind of social influencer. And they tell you to cut out, gluten, dairy, sugar, caffeine, alcohol, soy, and seed oils. But of course, you don't do labs, you don't have any medical guidance, and you just kind of like do it for yourself. You prescribe it to yourself, and then you see all of this amazing results after a month.
Wow. I
Mhm.
I see a common theme here about resetting hormones.
Yes.
What the hell?
But do you check the hormones? Do you see, do you check them before? Do you see if something is wrong with your hormones? No, you just feel that.
Okay.
You
Mhm.
just
So
know that there is something wrong
so
with
go
them.
by feel. You got to feel it.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, Brandy, what's your number one or one A, one B? Sort of like Katie.
Okay, I think this is just an overall hot take of New Year's resolutions. Um, Deciding to have a New Year's resolution, I don't think is even a good idea necessarily. Because if you
Ah,
have a goal in the first place, you probably had the goal in like October or something. You don't
Hmm.
need to wait until January 1st to start and sign up for the gym or go run, whatever you want to do. You could just start it when you feel the desire to start it. So I think, yeah, I don't really even set New Year's resolutions
yeah, well, January 1 is a magical day for many people,
for the
apparently.
hormones too.
Yeah, hormones
It is.
resetting, cleansing, detoxing. That actually is a really good one because I find New Year's resolutions really annoying because you're right. If you could do it Jan 1, you could do it October 1, you could do it March 1, you could do it Feb 1, you could do it
Yeah.
whenever.
Hmm.
It's like, okay, so you're waiting until next week? Well, I guess next week. No, we still got a week and a half until January 1. So waiting 10 days before you do your whatever. And it's always a gym thing or a detox thing or a diet thing. And all these diets, how long do you think any of these people stick to the diet? What, a
A
month?
week?
A week?
Not even a month.
Yeah.
Wow, a week. So they stick to it a week and then what? They have pumpkin pie and they're like, screw the diet and let's just get fat.
Probably. And they start over again and then they just keep starting over and it's just this horrible cycle that never works because none of this stuff is sustainable. All of this stuff is temporary and a lot of this stuff is done for attention too, honestly.
So are there any resolutions that are worthwhile that don't actually fit those patterns? But then again, Brandy, you said, well, if you could do it in October, why wait till January, right? So the
Yeah.
whole concept is kind of goofy. It's maybe it's just meant for people who know they can't stick to anything. So so they post on social media all the things they plan to do, but come February 1, they're done trying. So
Exactly. So kind of like when you go to the gym on January 1st and it's flooded with people and then
yeah.
by what, March, you kind of get to a good number, maybe even before that.
Probably like after like 3 weeks. It's like normal.
Yeah.
So before I let you both go, Katie, then Brandy, Katie, are you training for anything in the next few weeks, months? Brandy, same question. Katie,
Not at the
and
moment.
don't say skydiving either. No, no.
I
She wants
am
to set
trying
a
to
world record.
I am trying to be better at skydiving. I want to get to have flying head down, but no, I'm not training for anything. I'm just, trying to lift heavy. My hip is pretty much recovered, so I'm slowly starting to reintroduce running as well. So that feels good, but outside of that, nothing crazy, sadly.
So no measurable goal. You're just training.
Yeah, for now.
No, if you can run any running races, maybe I don't know. What do they have in the spring? What running? There's got to be like a 5K in Tampa you could do. Doesn't University of Tampa host races like the Tampa 5K or something silly?
I don't know. I'm actually supposed to be, well, I am an advisor for a writing club. Do I know what they're doing? No, I don't.
You should run with them.
Great advisor you are. Randy, what do you got?
Um, Nothing like that soon. Well, I've been doing the Track Shack series, so it's like 6 races throughout the year in Orlando. So there's 3 more in January, February, March. So all of those, it's like 5K, 4 mile, and then 10K. And then in March, I'm also doing a 15K in Jacksonville, which is a race I did this year too. So
There's
I
got
guess
to be some, yeah, there's got to
my
be something
goal
like
is to
that
like
for
PR a
Canadians.
15K question mark.
15K is far.
15K
No,
is
it's not even 10 miles. It's not horrible.
It's not horrible. That's a ringing endorsement. So, all right. Any other final words? I like Brandy's last one. New Year's resolutions as a concept is kind of goofy. So Katie says don't detox, don't do these silly streaks and these crazy goals of exercise. Anything else?
There is something important that you have to do right before New Year's, though. It's a Russian tradition. So
Oh, okay.
if you want to make more money in New Year, you take cash and you stand up on a couch, okay? And then once the clock starts to count down to New Year's, you get ready. And right before it's New Year's, like a second before, you jump off. So you jump off into the new year with money, and that's just going to make you really rich next year.
How
Hmm.
much money do you need to be holding?
Well, it doesn't really matter. I was holding $100 last year.
Oh,
So,
can you
so
give me a
Well,
hundred dollars to hold?
You
I'll
can
keep it
come,
safe.
you can come jump with us.
wait, so this is
75K.
a Russian tradition?
Yeah. hmm
Hmm.
It works really well. You should try it.
Is that why Russia has a smaller GDP than Texas?
They just don't jump with a lot of money. That's why they need to start jumping
Maybe
with
you should
more
do it in
money.
Texas. Texas is a bigger economy than Russia. There should be like a Texas, so